Namaste and welcome to another yoga flow here on my YouTube channel. My name is Sara Lyn and I'm very happy to guide you through the next minutes of a daily yoga routine. This is the perfect daily yoga practice for you because we're gonna work through all of our body parts. It's suitable for all levels and I hope that you will love the flow, so you will leave me a thumb up after this, and of course subscribe the channel if you like to flow more often with me. For now, let's start. Let's start in seated, coming into an upright seated position, maybe placing something underneath if that feels better for you. And then place the hands onto the thighs, palms facing up, so that you can feel a nice and gentle opening through the chest. Breathing deeply in between your collarbones, inhale. Exhale to let go of any tension on your shoulders, in your face, your jaw. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together and in front of your heart. 2 more times like this. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back to chest. Inhale to raise the arms through the sides, bringing your palms together. Exhale to place your hands in front of your chest, bowing in, maybe setting an intention for this practice. And then slowly interlace your fingers in front of the body and stretch your arms out on top of your head. Let's take 2 more big breaths here, really pushing the palms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, letting your shoulders be very heavy, sinking further down towards the mat. Good. Then release your fingers and open your arms shoulder wide. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the upper back and bring the back of your hands together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the upper spine, bring your hands together. 1 more time. Inhale to open. Exhale to round through the back and bring your right elbow on top of the left. Circle your wrists to prepare for your eagle arms so that you can bring your palms together, or optionally cross your thumbs if not accessible for you. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. Inhale into the length of your spine. Exhale to bring your shoulders more back and down. Good. Release the stretch and then twist it to the right side, placing your left hand onto the knee, pushing your fingertips into the ground behind you, lifting the crown of your head once more. Inhale into twist. Exhale to slowly release. Find your way back to center. Stretch out through the arms and open it up again. Round the upper back this time. Reverse. Left elbow on top of the right. Circle the wrists to prepare. Wrap the hands around each other or interlace your thumbs. And then once again, feel the length of your spine, the stretch in between your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Sink your shoulders further down towards the mat. 1 more big inhale here. Enjoy the stretch. Exhale to release and twist it to the left side this time. Bring your right hand onto your opposite knee. Push the fingertips into the ground behind you and lift the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly find your way back to center. Stretch your arms overhead 1 last time. Inhale. And then exhale. Place your hands in front, finding your way into a tabletop. Tuck your back toes, open up your hips, and then sit back into your child's pose. Stretch out through the arms to the length and the sides of your body, and then even step all the way up onto your fingertips. So forearms, elbows, not touching the floor anymore. And then roll your shoulders back and down a couple of times, really creating some space for the neck once more. Keep pushing into your fingertips, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, feel the stretch all the way along your armpits. And then exhale to bring your palms back down. Keeping the length, pushing into your palms. And then roll your chin into your chest. Lift the forehead. And vertebrae by vertebrae, bring your shoulders on top of the wrists. Slowly sink your hips down to the mat, stretch out through the legs and open up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bending the knees and sit back onto your heels. 2 more rounds like this. Chin into chest, roll yourself to the front. Bringing the shoulders stacked on top of the wrist. Sink back into your hips, open up the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and sit back, toes tucked. One more time. Roll yourself to the front, chin into chest, shoulders on top of the wrists. Bring your hips down, open up the chest. Inhale. And this time, exhale, bend the elbows and find your way on belly. Bring your forehead down, keeping a right angle in your arms, and then roll the shoulders up and down a couple of times. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears once more, keeping your feet in the back relaxed, and then slowly shift your chest up into a small cobra. Inhale here, exhale, bring the forehead back down. Once again, inhale to lift the chest, exhale, bring the head back down. Building up that strength in your upper back muscles. Inhale, stay here this time. Exhale, place your forearms in front, finding your way into Sphinx. Let's take another big inhale here to open up the heart space. And exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, and find in your forearm plank. Keeping one line between your shoulders and your hips, engaging the core. Inhale once more. Exhale, bring the ribs more in and bring your knees back down. So keep that engagement in your core, keep the hips on top of your knees and bring the forehead down into the mat for puppy pose. Feel the activation of your arms, still pushing your hands firmly into the mat, shoulders away from the ears. One more big breath here to open. Exhale to step your hands back and lift your hips all the way into your first downward facing dog. Shake off that head, release any tension in your neck. Adjust the stance if you need, bend your legs here still. And then find your way back to breath. And then begin to bend one knee at a time, walking the dog, feeling a nice stretch along the back sides of your legs. And then walk the knees closer down towards the mat so you can bring your left knee back down again. Stretch out through the right leg and then twist that back foot. The outer edge of that foot firmly grounded down parallel to the short end of your mat. Lift your right arm on top of the left shoulder. Inhale to open. Exhale to bring that upper arm more above the crown of your head. Stretch it out through the whole side of your body now. Lift your hip even more. And then slowly find your way back to center. Right hand next to the left. And swipe that right leg all the way to the right side of your mat now. Keeping the foot parallel. Inhale to open the right arm once more. Exhale this time to wrap it all the way down into your twist. 2 more times like this. Inhale to open. Exhale, twisting it into the left side. Once again, inhale, open up through the right. Exhale, twisting to the left, and this time stay here. Maybe bringing the shoulder, even the ear down. And then stretch your left arm to the front, maybe coming back onto your fingertips. Roll that upper shoulder away from the ear, but let go of that lower shoulder, sinking down into the mat. Take one last breath here into the stretch, and then slowly bring your left hand back. Help yourself up. Stretch the right arm on top again. Good. Now bring the right hand onto your lower back as a support. Step the right leg to the front, finding your way into a low lunge. Stretch your left arm to the top. Inhale. And then exhale to shift your pelvis a bit more to the front, deepening the opening of your hip here into lunge. Inhale once more. Enjoy the opening. Exhale to bring your left hand back down. Tuck your back toes and lift the back knee up. Stretch your right arm on top. Inhale to open into your twisted lunge. Beautiful. Exhale. Circle that right hand back. And then step the left foot next to the right, coming into your first forward fold. Release your hat. Bend both of your knees. Keep your feet parallel, and then find your way halfway up. Inhale, stretch your spine, the sides of your body. Exhale, sink back into forward fold. Release your neck. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to sink all the way back down to your thighs. One more round like this. Inhale, open it up. This time, sit back, exhale, and stretch the arms overhead. Find your way into standing, hands back to heart. Beautiful. Raise the arms through the sides. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend down again into your forward fold in the stretch. Nice. Bring your hands back down and step the left leg to the back into lunge again. And from here into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale here. Release the head. Exhale. Chin into chest. Roll onto the balls of your feet and wave to the front into a plank. Shoulders on top of the wrists. Bring your knees back down. Bend the elbows close. Chin and chest into the mat. Lift yourself up into cobra. Stretch out through the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Bend both of your knees. Sit back and find your way up into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Once again, let's walk the dog step by step. Bringing the knees closer down, and finally the right knee goes back into the mat. Left leg stretches out to the back. Parallel the left foot to the end of the mat and stretch the left arm on top. Inhale to open. Exhale to push your hip even higher, bringing that left arm all the way towards the front of your mat. Inhale here once more. Exhale, sink the gaze, bring the left hand next to the right and stretch the left leg all the way to the side of your mat. Once again, lift the left arm on top. Inhale. Exhale to twist to the right. Two more like this. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, stay in your twist this time. Bring your shoulder, maybe your ear down to the ground. And then stretch out through the right arm, maybe coming back onto your fingertips. Release the lower shoulder down and feel the opening in your hip. One more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Bring that right hand back to support yourself up. Lift the gaze, lift the left arm, and then place that hand onto your lower back to support yourself, stepping the left foot to the front, finding into low lunge. Stretch out through the right side of your body now. Lift all the way up towards the fingers. Find your balance. Good. Inhale into that openness. Exhale, placing the right palm back down. Lift your back knee up and stretch your left arm on top once more into twisted lunge. Inhale. Exhale, sink that hand back down and step your right foot next to the left, forward fold. Beautiful. Halfway up once more. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release your head and your neck to the front. Inhale this time. Find your way back up into standing. Exhale, hands back to heart, into center. This time, cross your thumbs in front. Stretch your arms overhead and then lean back into a nice back bend. Release your arms to the back. Interlace your fingers behind the body. Sit back more, lift the chest, and then find your way back to the front, sinking into a forward fold. Inhale for the opening of your shoulders, your chest. Exhale, release your hands back down, then release your fingers to the mat. Step that right leg back into lunge and then left leg back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale to stretch it all out. Exhale to roll back into a plank. Bend your elbows close to the ribs, maybe this time for your first chaturanga, otherwise knee, chest, chin. Lift your chest into cobra or your first upward facing dog, and then find your way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale. Enjoy the stretch in the back side of your body. Exhale to release your head. Let's lift the left leg on top for a three-legged dog, keeping your shoulders and your hips parallel. Stretch out through the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that knee closer to the chest. Roll to the front and step that left foot in between your hands. Very nice. Lift your left arm on top once again into twisted lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that forearm on top of that left thigh. Once again, parallel that back foot to the end of your mat and then lift your right arm on top. Inhale here into your side angle pose. Exhale to circle that arm in front of your body all the way on top of the crown of your head. Stretch it out through the right side and then lift it up into a warrior two. Feel the opening of your front hip. Keep the stance nice and strong and then find your way into reverse the warrior. Maybe wrapping that left hand all the way around your right hip if you can. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Stretch out through the front leg. Parallel both of your feet now. And then sink back down into a forward fold. Keeping a wide stance here, both of your feet firmly grounded down. Slowly release your hands and like before, walk back onto your fingertips, finding a big V shapes in between your arms, but keep the weight back into your heels. More or less like in a downward facing dog, but now feel the opening. Inhale here. Beautiful. Exhale. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat, finding into lunge on the left side once more. And then open up through the hip a bit more this time. Lift your left arm on top again. And then come onto the outer edge of your back foot and step the front foot back, crossing the ankles at the end of your mat. Lifting your hips up higher and that left arm on top of the crown of your head. Once again, inhale to open through the left side. Exhale, bringing the right knee down to the mat. Beautiful. Sit back and stretch your right arm on top of the head. Circle that wrist joint out. Been carrying a lot of weight already, and then stretch your right side of the body. Inhale. Exhale, wave that right hand back. Level your hips. Keep your left leg nice and long, your right knee bended, and then push it back so that you find yourself into a three-legged dog on the right side now. Inhale, feel the length in that back leg. Exhale, pull the knee close and step it to the front into lunge. On the right side this time, lift your right arm on top. Inhale, twisted lunge. Exhale, find your way back to the opposite side. Place your forearm on top of that right thigh. Parallel your back foot, strong stance. Lift your left arm on top. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, circle that arm to the front of your mat. Feel the stretch. Wave yourself up into standing, warrior two, nice and strong. And then wrap your left hand in the back or maybe around that right hip, stretch and open into reverse warrior. Beautiful. Find your way back up. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Both of your feet parallel to the sides of the mat, and then shift it to the front into your forward fold. Release your neck, your head very heavy. And then release your hands. Find your way back onto your fingertips, Spider-Man grip. This time to bend one knee at a time. Left knee bends, feel the stretch in your hip, and then stretch it out back to center. Beautiful. One leg at a time. Feel the opening in the inside of your legs, your hips. Release your head once you get back to center. Crawl your arms all the way back to the front, making a bit more space in that right hip now. And then once again, lift your right arm on top, twisted lunge. Come onto the outer edge of that back foot and step your front foot back for your side plank variation. Cross your ankles and then lift your upper arm to the front of your mat, bringing the hip more up. Inhale into that stretch. Exhale to place your left knee down, sit back. Keeping your right leg stretched out to the side and find your way into a side stretch. Circle that left wrist joint out. Inhale to open once more. Beautiful. Exhale to wave your arms back to the front of your mat. Keeping your left knee bended, your right leg stretched out, and then push it back into three-legged dog. This time allow yourself opening up the hip, but keep your shoulders nice and strong, and then step that foot to the right side of your mat, landing in your pigeon pose. Inhale to open the chest, stay onto your tippy fingers once again. Exhale, dive down. 2 more rounds like this. Inhale, opening up the chest. Even lift the chin. Exhale, round through the front. 1 more time like this. Inhale to open. Exhale to sink further down. This time staying for 5 big breaths in your pigeon pose. Deepen your breath once more, all the way from belly to chest. Inhale. And all the way back down. Exhale. Try to release that front hip down. The jaw in your mouth, the shoulders. Good. And then slowly find your way back onto your hands. Tuck your back toes. Push into your hands and step it back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk the dog. Enjoy the release in the back side of your left leg. Very nice. And then let's lift the right leg on top, opening through the hip, keeping the shoulders parallel. Inhale to open up. Exhale, bringing that bended knee to the front of your mat, finding into your pigeon. Once again, come onto your fingertips, but release the back foot. Inhale, exhale, dive down. Push into your fingers, inhale, raise the chest, the chin. Exhale, round yourself to the front. Once more, inhale. Exhale, sink down and land into your deep hip opening. Onto the right side this time. Try to release with every big breath you take here. Signalizing your body that everything is alright. You're just about to widen your comfort zone. Deep down in your hip. Breathing back from belly to chest. Inhale. Exhale, release that outer hip. Any tension in your head, your shoulders, your jaw. Very nice. And then slowly help yourself up, coming back onto your hands. Tuck your back toes. And then push into your palms and step it back into downward facing dog. Enjoy the release in the backside of your right leg. Walking the dog one more time. Release the head, the neck, and then let's roll back into a plank. Slowly, we're gonna land on our bellies. Find your way down there. Release the feet in the back. Roll your shoulders down once more. Interlace your fingers behind you. And then lift the chest, the upper body up first. And then let your legs follow, if you can, into your locust pose. Inhale here to open up through the chest. Exhale. Feel the strength in your back muscles. Beautiful. Slowly release. Place your hands back and then find your way into a child's pose. Passive variation. So bring your thighs a bit closer, your knees closer in, so you can rest your shoulders on top of your knees. Let's take another big inhale into the back side of your body. Release your shoulders, the upper back, the forehead to the front. Once again, release any tension in your mouth and your jaw. And then you're very welcome to use your hand as a support, rolling yourself back up vertebrae by vertebrae into a seated pose. Bringing the shoulders back and down once more. Feel any sensation along your spine, your neck, your shoulders. Good. And then swing your legs all the way to the front of your mat. Grab the back sides of your legs and then roll yourself back down, pulling the knees into your chest, finding length in your lower back here. And then open up your knees to the sides, grab the outer edges of your feet and open up for your happy baby pose. Slightly tuck your chin in, feel the length of your neck, the grounding of your shoulder blades. And then enjoy your last big breath here into the opening of your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release your legs to the front of your mat and finding your way directly into your savasana, your final resting pose. Keep your palms open. Relax your wrists, your fingers. Take another big inhale all the way from belly to chest. Exhale out through your mouth to release your shoulders back and down. Release your jaw, your facial muscles. You can stay here if you like. Well, once again, stretch your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers once more, pulling the toes up, bringing the feet closer and roll onto the side of your body, keeping the eyes closed. And then find your way back up into seated whenever you're ready. Relax your shoulders back and down one last time. Don't forget to leave your thumb up if you like the flow. Subscribe the channel if you like to flow some more. For now, let's raise the arms, bringing the hands back together in front of the heart, ending this yoga practice with attitude of gratitude. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.